Hello, this is Germana Ravanelli. I'm coming to you from Cabo, San Lucas in April of 2015. I have given myself permission to take a week off from the doingness of my life and just take some quiet time for myself and reflect on what allows a person to be mentally, emotionally, physically, and psychologically balanced. And some of you know that I've been in the fitness industry for 30 years, and I've been in the mental health industry for about 24 years. And just I'd like to share some ideas with you that may inspire you to take some time to take care of yourself. Most of us are busy working and doing and running around doing all these things that life just sort of goes by in a very quick blur. And there may become a day in your life where you're like, why am I sick and why am I unhappy and why am I just emotionally not pleased with my life. And what I'm going to suggest is maybe you could just take some of the ideas from this short video to prevent that from being you. One of the things that used to happen to me is I would actually get physically sick as a way of taking time to slow down. And when my son was about 3, I realized that I needed to chart time for myself, take a vacation, otherwise I would be sick. I'd have bronchitis and I wasn't making any money, but I was miserable. So I learned then that my body needed a break and I needed to stop being in that caregiver role to others and to give that care back to myself. And that has resulted in me, I'm investing in vacation time for me that I can have, yearly for the rest of my life, and I can pass that legacy on to my son when he is ready to take that opportunity. So I'm just wanting to ask you to think about what really matters to you in your life when you get past, survival needs and you've got a roof on your house and you've got a car and you've got food in the fridge and you've got your bills paid. What really makes your life worth living? And those are really important questions. I brought a book with me called I Will Not Die an Unlived Life, written by a woman who survived cancer and had to do a lot of internal reflection in order to get honest with herself about what her needs were. And I was inspired by some of the writings in the book because it came back to, who am I and what matters to me at the end of the day. And most of us don't really know who we are and what matters because, material things don't really make you happy. They do and then they don't. They just don't. But what really, really creates the foundation for happiness is an authentic relationship with yourself. One where you actually take time to get to know who you are and what your needs are and how to look after yourself in a very, very in-tune way. As an example, clearly I'm going to talk about fitness and I'm going to talk about nutrition. They're not meant to be punishments. They're meant to be basic self-care, basic maintenance. How do you take care of your car? You check that the tires are filled, you check that gas is in there, you get your oil changed. You do those basic things, and then the car lasts usually longer. And the question then asks, are you in the same level of integrity with your physical body? And a lot of people give that lip service, and those are the same people that at the end of, a period of neglect or too busyness, wonder why they have diabetes, heart disease, cancer, they've had a stroke, they've had a nervous breakdown, they've become a drug addict, an alcoholic, a gambling addict, a sex addict. They've done something to run away from the unpleasantness of their life. And those are easy things to do, but they're hard things to come back from. So then how do we kind of prevent ourselves from having this unnecessary suffering? And what I'm going to ask you to consider is think of your body and your life as a very, very precious gift. Take time, whether it's half an hour daily, just to acknowledge that this is a gift, your life is a gift. And one of the ways that I do that is I will meditate in the morning and I'll journal in the morning And I'll ask my higher self or my higher power for a healing symbol of love for me to be the best me that I can be on that given day, so that when you come into my office, I have something to give you that's from love, not from a role, not from a mask, but from love. And then I can teach you how to become loving in that manner towards yourself, which is what we're all really looking for. When you reduce it, we're all looking for love, and yet we need to be the person that's willing to give it to ourselves. So just as you would brush your teeth and wear fresh clothes on a daily basis, your body needs the same type of attention. It needs the same type of consideration. It needs some physical activity. It needs good water, and it also needs positive self-talk. What we say to ourselves on a regular basis becomes how we feel about ourselves. So if I say to myself, I am worth loving, I am worth taking 30 minutes a day out or an hour a day out, I'm allowed to have fun in my life, I'll actually have a wonderful life. On the other hand, if I'm saying, I should do this or I should do that, or I'm fat or I'm bad or I'm old or I'm this or I'm that, I am literally beating myself up and creating a really toxic environment that nobody can save me from but myself. Think about that. Think about that you have the power to give yourself an incredible life in this moment by saying, I choose to take care of my health. I choose, if I need to lose weight, to lose weight. I choose to pick healthy foods and to eat them. I choose to be in harmony with myself. I choose to give myself downtime instead of sick time. The words I choose allow you to have power again. And it's a form of self-hypnosis. We all program ourselves. The question is what you tell yourself making you happy or making you an unhappy human being? So while I'm on vacation, of course I've got an all-inclusive, so I'm eating lots of different foods, and I'm exercising because I want to stay active. I feel good after I exercise. Always feel 100% better. But I'm watching people that are morbidly obese, eating these things that we've been taught to believe are foods, and they're not. They're very, very damaging to the body. They're very, very damaging to the brain. And these people are shuffling around very, very unhealthy and very, very kind of half dead. And then I'm looking at my plate, looking at their plate, and going, well, there's a connection. I also gifted myself with a professional photo shoot while I was here because I chose to lose some weight for my vacation. And the fellow didn't believe that I'm 48 years old because your body is so young. You are so young. You look so good. It's strictly from my lifestyle. And so if that can make a difference for me, then I feel completely qualified to tell you it can make a difference for you, no matter what age you're at. You have the right to be healthy. And there's very few people that are healthy these days. It's so rare. So I'm going to encourage you to schedule some vacation time for yourself. Take it off. Get away from your responsibilities. Schedule fitness time, whether it's a walk with a friend. If you want to do a spring makeover challenge, I'm doing one. It's an 11-week program. You get about $500 worth of free service of nutrition and training, and you'll get incredible information. And so learn how to eat properly. That's one of the biggest mysteries now of our whole planet. People don't know what food is. They're eating synthetic foods that are laced with chemicals and wonder why they don't feel well. As an example, last night I had one piece of chocolate cake. I haven't eaten cake in ever. I was so sick this morning because my body knew that I had eaten something that was really a poison. I did it anyway, and I accepted full responsibility for the consequences. I felt like hell for about an hour and a half. And I know that my body doesn't do well on that. Once in a while, I'll do it. So the question is are you really happy? Do you think you could feel better? Would you like to invest in having a healthier, younger, more vital body with better memory, with more clarity, with less aches and pains? Would you like some more muscle tone? If you have any yeses to those questions, then I'm certainly going to encourage you to contact me if you like. And if I'm too far away, then contact somebody in your area that actually has experience in the field of fitness and nutrition. Because Canada's Food Guide is not enough. It's not going to make you healthy. All you need to do is look at the dietitians that tell you to eat it, and they're not healthy. They're following that plan. And I'll tell you what, that doesn't ever lie. You look at the person, are they healthy? Then they have something to offer you. If they're not, run like your hair's on fire. So I'm just going to cover a few of the things that I would like to confirm I've actually given you as suggestions here, because I did write them down, and of course I'm not going to remember them all. So if you can, as part of your self-care schedule, but to get up an extra 30 minutes earlier if you can in the morning, if you have a hard time, if you're busy, and create a peaceful day by just saying, I choose to create a peaceful day. Light a candle, play beautiful music. And you can also use that extra 30 minutes to prepare your meals for the day, so you're not running around just eating whatever is available. You've intentionally created a platform for success. Those who fail to plan to fail. If you can, if you believe in something, pray to be the best person you can. Pray for someone you're angry at. Pray to be able to forgive them. As you forgive them, your life will get better. And then also be willing to forgive yourself. Journaling is a wonderful way to connect with yourself, to really see where you're at, how you feel, whether you're really angry, whether you're really sad, whether you're really concerned. Journaling is a nice way of really checking in. How am I doing today? And also one of the things to do is just to see if you can get used to being curious and reflect on how wonderful your life really is. Our lives are filled with gifts, and if we can focus on those things, we create more. If I can tell myself, I allow love into my life, I'm lovable, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, I am enough, my life is wonderful. If I flip into a total different way of looking at things, I can create a victim mindset in an instant and be miserable and sad and depressed. The question is, I'm giving minutes and hours and days and years of my life up for either one of those positions. Which one do I want? Of course I want to feel good. So my job is to take responsibility for the solution. And I am here for you. If you have something that you think I can help you with, I'd be more than happy. Family members struggling, I'd be more than happy. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I understand how language and our beliefs impact our behavior. If you're struggling with physical issues, I know how to work with that. Happily, been doing it for 30 years. And if you're struggling with food and weight and obesity or bloating and simply feeling lousy, I'm a certified nutritional therapist. I have the tools and skills to help you. So I do invite you to like my channel, my YouTube channel. I'm getting better at this. And send me a line if you like. And I really, really pray for you that you give yourself self-care instead of waiting until you're sick and then trying to put out the fire, which is what so many people do. Life is a gift and it's short. Get the most out of yours. And I pray that I inspire you somehow to be the best you that you can be. Signing off from Cabo San Lucas. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.